What's the deal, y'all?
What's good?
What up, though?
It's your girl, the Caribbean Chocolate, Jocelyn Navarro.
Good. It's the one and only Rufus Lala.
It's your boy, the problem, Isaiah Browner.
It's the urban playboy, pretty boy Smooth.
This is the Croc Rocket. Nickelback poppin'. Curls for all the girls. The Perminator, Sam Bam.
This is the more of Irish strong style, the wild Irish, Riley Rose.
This is Only One Rhonda, and you're tuned into.
Now tuned in.
Now tuned in.
Tune in.
Tuned in.
You're tuned in to
Tune in to Marks with Mike.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Keep it player.
Enjoy the show.
respectfully.
Now somebody hit my music.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Marks with Mikes here at Cheech en La Casa, holding it down. JT having some technical difficulties. He should be back in.
Put that on Botchamania.
Yeah, we'll be there for sure. We're right here to my right, to my left, I don't know. Dallas Cash, tell us a little bit more about you, man.
Hey, Dallas Cash, man. First of all, Wrestling Bar God. Shout out iBattle. Shout out King of the Dot. Shout out my VR crew, my wife, all my people out there, my Twitter gang. Yeah, we out here. It's my first time on the Marks with Mike's podcast. Y'all gonna be seeing me a lot. It's definitely a good pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be here. Wonder where my boy, Mr. 6'9" is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's still dealing with Cox cable or something. Yeah. So he's not here, but yeah, man. It's been quite a week.
Yeah.
We coming from the aftermath of, what is it? Clash at the
Castle.
Titans, Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, Clash at the Castle was definitely a great international PLE, especially for the Glasgow crowd. We gonna cover everything. I think JT's making his entrance. Mr. 6'9" is making his entrance because I hear the music spawning in like it's boss music.
Oh yeah, nah. He should be coming in, but at Cheech got, he own it. But yeah, man. It's unfortunate, he'll be coming in. But yeah, man, we got the rumors and news.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Stuff that be coming in. Just started off. You know what I mean? We had one great debut on Monday, but we also had one on Friday.
Yeah, which
Let's
one?
Go chronologically, right? We're gonna start on Monday, man. The Wyatt 6. What's your thoughts on the Wyatt 6? Let me tag him in.
There he is.
Just, we trying to get into the sauce, right into the news. Monday, Wyatt 6.
Wyatt 6, man, we had a lot popping on, man. Wyatt 6 going on. You also had, the fallout, people quitting. And then popping back up, leaking Twitters. We didn't know what was real, what was not. But I tell you one thing I do know. Somebody got clapped. A few people got clapped.
Somebody got put on the back of a T-shirt.
Yeah.
What? That's the thing. So we thought. Right?
Yeah. So we thought, but you know who else showed up on Monday Night Raw? Armando Estrada. The person. Oh no, my bad. That was Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. he came dressed up, bro. I was waiting for him to pull the cigar out his jacket and be like the Samoan bulldozer. You manga. But
would have been fire. Would have been fire if he was standing next to Jacob Fatu dressed like Armando Estrada.
Oh man, let him cook. Let him cook. But no, it was pretty dope, man. I mean, but that's on that end. But we did have some rumors, news. Biggest rumor was this: AAA owner has been talking with NXT.
Yeah, first reported by the Wrestling Observer.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that's actually dope. You know, finally getting that connection where they can have more Lucha Libre stars come in and be introduced the right way.
No, and check it out. Like I mentioned to you in the chat, you see all the people Puerto Rico, Carlos Colon,
WWC.
Yeah. They doing pretty much the same thing. They used to do that back in the day. But now, and think about it. The NWA is gonna be right. I mean, the NWA is already on the CW app. NXT is going to the CW, right?
Yep. Yeah, October 1st.
Yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. The Forbidden Door, they should gonna retire that.
Their phrase is gonna be over with. I mean, at this point, nothing is forbidden anymore. It looks like everything is, lined up the way it should be. I understand. But what you got over at Dallas on that subject matter?
So the cross promotion that I think that they're having right now is at the best point that it could possibly be. With the cross promotion that TNA, NXT is having, Stardom even as well, they're going to start jumping in. The whole playing field has opened wide, and like you said, with the Forbidden Door, that thing's already going to be thrown out the window, because WWE was doing that way back when. Even All Japan Pro Wrestling back in the 80s and 90s giving their cross promotion. A lot of this has coupled with the fact that it's become okay and the cool thing to do to work with other companies. It's not taboo. It's no longer a forbidden door. So that's a foregone conclusion. And with having this happen, you have so many stars that are going to get copious amounts of promotion just on the fact that they're on certain fan bases that will become hip to them going forth. So
the fantasy booking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's going to be a thing.
It's a booker's wet dream, I'm telling you.
That's that hot too. But speaking of that, did you see Liv Morgan? I mean, Liv, boy, listen here. Liv
online.
Yes.
They lose.
Listen, loose as a goose. Liv is she's what I like to call a habitual line stepper. Like, first doing it, as far as with Dom, okay, first you get Dom involved inside your match on accident, so they say. Then right after that, okay, you popping up inside the clubhouse giving out room keys. All right. Now you showing up, you taking this man's jacket. That's what you call a habitual line stepper right there. Okay. She's habitually doing this, and somebody gonna have to check her. That's the way I feel. Somebody gotta check her, bro. And I don't know when is Rhea Ripley coming off of injury reserves, but it need to happen soon, ASAP.
I mean, it definitely have to be SummerSlam. I mean, it's a stadium show.
I mean, why not?
And it just makes sense, for her to come in.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna say what's on everybody's mind. Yeah, that it took Dom like 37 seconds to get that zipper down.
Yeah, it took way too long. I'm sorry.
Way too long. Like if he was really trying to take it off, he'd have just pulled up on her and be like, "Hey, I need my jacket," zip, and just taking it off of her. And another thing, when that clip went viral, I had posted a clip of that exact same thing, but I put "Knocking the Boots" by H-Town in the background, and that went viral. And I'm just saying that's what Dom had on his mind. Even when Damian Priest pulled up, he pulled up like a disappointed father. Like, hey, he was like, hey, Liv, could you please leave the poor man alone? Like, we all know he's gonna fold. Like, everybody in Judgment Day knows he's gonna fold, and it's just a matter of time. But Rhea's not gonna be happy when she comes back, a la SummerSlam.
Listen, that man been folded. He been folded. Okay, I can let you know that right now. He been folded a long time ago. Ain't no sense on trying to keep yourself straight up. You've been done. Close over with. But I can't wait to see what falls out from this, because this is going to be, I'm telling you, when we get Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, heavens will rejoice. The earth will shake. I can't wait for it. Also, on Monday Night Raw, I'm sorry, from the fallout of Clash at the Castle. I don't know why I want to say Clash of Champions, but fallout from Clash at the Castle. We also get the whole Chad Gable thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think that was the right call? The right call to have Chad Gable lose?
Cheech, you want to take this one first?
Well, perhaps he's winning the Money in the Bank.
You think so?
I mean, there's a possibility, because wasn't his contract was up, and he must have resigned. I'm pretty sure they promised him something. Can he be, one to chase the belt? With that, have the briefcase to go against Cody, perhaps? Who knows?
Ooh, I like that.
I like that idea. I think it was the right call, because the stories are playing out very well, and it's a long build. And I don't necessarily think Chad is going to necessarily go for like Cody, specifically because he doesn't have a big win under his belt that would put him in the main event range. What I think is probably going to happen is it's going to lead to Otis and Gable going at it. Gable just completely snaps, and he goes on like a monster heel run, and probably around, I'll say, Survivor Series, he'll take the title off Sammy. I think that's what's going to happen, because right now my winner for Money in the Bank is main event Jey Uso. The story right there is it's writing itself, with Jey branching out from being the forgotten Uso to winning Money in the Bank, and he needs a big title win under his belt, a big solo title win under his belt. Obviously, they couldn't do King of the Ring because Gunther is red hot right now. So I got Jey winning, but I think Chad is eventually going to snap, especially after getting shot in the face Monday night and coming back. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be Chad Gable eventually snapping and having a whatever it takes kind of mentality to get to Sami Zayn's IC championship.
Okay, I like that.
Shout out to Street Dog.
Who that is?
That's my boy Street. That's my boy Street Dog, bro. I had to have him pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We in here, man. We in here. But moving on from that, so we get the women's qualifier match. We end up finding out that Io Sky is a 2-time Money in the Bank qualifier, so she going on to the match. We got that. Now we got to figure out who y'all got winning on the women's side.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, I'm gonna. I know a lot of people may say I'm crazy for this, but I'm picking Chelsea Green.
What?
I second
Yo,
If you think about it, the story writes itself. That's Piper Niven could not get it done at Clash at the Castle, no matter how bad Chelsea Green tried to help her. Chelsea wins Money in the Bank, cashes in successfully on Bailey. Piper's going to be real jealous because she's going to be like, you know, I had that opportunity and you just came in and kind of took it from me. And then it's kind of similar to how in 2018, like Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax had their little feud, but they were together. Like Nia was Alexa's heavy. Chelsea is in being the champion. Piper's going to have that feud down the line, potentially might win next year's Royal Rumble and go on the feud with Chelsea at WrestleMania. I'm seeing that possibility happen just because the double turn it's coming. Just like with Liv and Rhea, the double turn is there.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
I like that.
I could say the same thing in the sense of Chelsea Green being the one winning, and I'm pretty sure now they pretty much aware of what goes on in social media. They're pretty aware that who her husband is.
Fuck him up. I'ma do myself. Why you calling?
My bad, Joe. That's
Yeah,
my
that's
bad.
been loaded since the show started. Yeah. So with Chelsea Green, you know, being Matt Cardona, like they could see, like, bro, she could get hot. You know what I mean? She's already hot, but the social media, you know what I mean? If they go that route, it makes perfect sense. You know, if we're going with Chelsea Green.
No, real talk. Yo, Just, you doing a lot of talking from the keyboard. You could be on the show. What's happening? What's popping? No, but yo, shout out though. I think my winner, to be honest, I was gonna go with Bianca, but I don't even want to go that route anymore. If I'm gonna pick a winner outside of the one that you picked, which is Chelsea Green, give me 2-time EO.
I respect that.
Nah, I feel it. So if EO don't win, then yeah, definitely Chelsea Green, because we haven't had. For me, in 2018, we had Carmella, right? Carmella winning. She had a James Ellsworth, you know, and then later on, she was able to cash on.
She was 2017. Alexa.
Sorry, yeah.
Alexa was 2018.
2017, because she cashed in at the Mania 34, which was in 2018. But I could see that. Now that you explained it to me, I could see the whole Chelsea Green being, you know, the one to do it.
This is the Dolph Ziggler situation all over again, if you think about it.
Oh, you talking about as far as
how they booked her to lose so much, and like how people she still won people over even though she was losing, and basically whining and complaining about getting an opportunity. It's the same thing with Dolph Ziggler when he won Money in the Bank. And if you listen to the pop that she got when she pinned Michin, oh my God, that was like nuclear level. That was a nuclear level pop.
Yeah,
because
that big pop.
Like they've already decided. It's already been decided. Like a lot of people are going to root for Chelsea Green because she is literally the ultimate underdog. It's very similar to when Zack Ryder was like an afterthought at WrestleMania 32 in the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. It's the same thing.
I'll give you
same exact thing.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. So what was crazy is we were talking about it last week's show. We were saying who was a possibility to show up inside NXT Battle Royal. The name that popped up from Cheech was Joe Hendry. So I'm like, so what you're telling me is that you believe in Joe Hendry. He's like, say his name, he appears. I'm watching NXT. You talking about pops. That was a loud pop. That was a loud pop for somebody who was outside of the spectrum of WWE.
And an entrance. He got an entrance.
Yeah.
He got in the ring.
I mean, well, Kazarian had an entrance, but everybody else followed behind Kazarian, and Joe Hendry ended up getting a whole ass entrance. And he got eliminated first, but you had people, upset. He got, oh, that was stupid. Why would you bring him to NXT to get eliminated first in the Battle Royal? Yo, people, chill. Storytelling at its best. Okay, let this build up. Let that zone sit. Let it simmer. Let it marinate. It's gonna be more appearances. Trust and believe that.
No, and the thing is, he went in, got eliminated. People reacted when he said, "I'm taking this belt back to TNA." Everybody's like, "I was like, wait a minute, y'all from over here, man!" Like, it was nuts. And then he got that little, when you get a little segment with Shawn Michaels, that's putting the spotlight. Boom,
spotlight on you.
We believe, and he literally said that. You know what I mean? Let's see where he come out. Pop up again. You know what I mean? Can he pop up in Toronto? Be in Toronto in a few days.
I don't know, but
he's definitely going to be at the Royal Rumble. I tell you that much. He will definitely be at the Royal Rumble because they are riding this for him. He didn't necessarily need to do anything. He got the second highest viewed video next to Uncle Howdy on WWE's social media page, and all he did was show up.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it's great. No, and then just to mention, we forgot to say that earlier. The Rumble supposed to be moving beginning of February.
What?
Yeah,
in Indianapolis.
What in February?
Yeah, but the beginning, in a few days. It's just something too. Yeah, so it ain't too much of a to me, it's cool because remember they moving Mania a little down, which I think is perfect. 420. Oh man, that's gonna be great.
Vegas Mania gonna be crazy. Make sure y'all out there. We're gonna be out there. We're getting everything situated, but we're gonna be out there. It's gonna be a crazy time in Vegas. Just know that. But I can't get over the fact that we are getting ready to have the Royal Rumble in February. So my thing is, are they gonna bring back WWE Day One then, or like as a PLE, or they're gonna keep it as like a Raw?
No.
I'm not sure. I mean, it would be a great way to showcase the talent that they have, the new talent going into the next year. But I don't know.
No, I don't see it because I think one of the things that the new regime did, give them some extra time in the holidays for they could spend with their families.
Yep.
I think that was one of the also major reasons because that they stopped that, not only because they were going pretty much against college football.
Yeah. College football, you're not beating college football in the ratings. Speaking of ratings, look like you can't beat NXT. So there was a report out there. Now, I don't really care about the ratings. I just find it funny that people now don't care about ratings, like they got investments in this shit. So NXT pulled like 762, something like that. Anybody want to take a guess of what AEW pulled on a Wednesday with no competition?
Under 500K.
Under 500K. My God. I don't know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, before, we had some valid excuses, right? Oh, it was the NBA Finals. Oh, it was this and that. Oh, it was the Big Bang Theory, or you know, oh, they played Black Panther and everybody tuned out. So my thing is this: something got to give. Something got to give with this, because it's not that the product has gotten worse. They gotten better with the storytelling. They gotten a lot better with actually the format of the show. They gotten better with that, and I can admit that because it's more easier to follow versus just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I mean, is it just me?
No. I mean, the AEW has they have a Tony Khan problem with him wanting to run the company as a friend and not a boss, and with more storylines and focusing on the wrestling aspect, the reason why everybody's tuning into your show, you can put out a better product without taking shots at the competition. Because every week, because now your competition isn't WWE main roster, it's NXT, really, and not even NXT, it's really yourself, because you have to have things that keep people involved in the story that you're telling. If you're doing goofy wrestling comedy style things and people are not involved in it, like, it's a big difference how WWE can put out a R-Truth segment and people are tuned in because they're invested in what's going on with the story. There's a reason behind it. When you have Orange Cassidy or you have the Bucks doing God knows what, people aren't really going to be invested in it. Like, people were turned off that the Bucks put out the footage of CM Punk. They were turned off when they hit the the Meltzer driver on Tony Khan. Like, they're not tuned into what is actually going on. So the stories that they're telling now is basically building that audience back up, but they still have a ways to go.
Yeah, they do. I mean, like I said, I'm rooting for them because we got people that we done had on the show over there. You know what I'm saying? They signed to them. We got friends that work over there. So, you know, I would never root against AEW per se. I just would like that someone just, I don't know, pull up on Tony Khan and, hey, my guy, maybe you should like step back. Or not even that. Maybe somebody just need to pull up on them and be like, fuck him up. I'm gonna do myself. Why you put I'm just saying, bro. Somebody needs to do something. Take them out like the Y6 took out everybody backstage. You know what I'm saying? And then go ahead and start, you know, revamping the show. Now, I did like what they did kayfabe wise, you know, what they did to Tony Khan, and that was cool. I think the less we know of his involvement, the better the product. Put it that way. But we do got some bangers coming for Forbidden Door. We got Brian Danielson versus Shingo. You got MJF, which I thought he was going to be going up against Roosh. Nope. We got MJF versus what's this guy's name over here, Cheech? Because I'm gonna butcher it.
It's like
Cheeto?
It's like the Witcher, but Hechicero.
Oh, Hechicero. The
H is silent.
Okay, got you. Because I was about to call him something totally different. But we got that coming up for Forbidden Door, and that's actually this.
Oh, you know the reason, right?
No, I ain't hip. Talk to me.
Same shit. Where's this guy from?
CMLL.
Where's Roosh?
Triple A.
I guess they still on that bullshit.
Damn.
But then again, MJF and Roosh ended up fighting in this past Wednesday
on Dynamite.
On Dynamite.
You know what I'm saying?
The match happened. You know, I think it happened prior with the same thing with Pentagon. I may be making this shit up, but I think I remember something like that. He was supposed to be, and the next thing you know, the match happened before that paper.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they get that work relationship together, because if not, AAA, y'all can bounce. Y'all can bounce. Y'all can pull up the NXT or whatever.
But I don't think it's AAA. It's CMLL.
Well,
because remember, they got most of the people that they using right now CMLL. By the way, Mercedes Monet just popped up in Mexico at a CMLL show.
She damn so did. So my thing is, do you think the partnership with with AEW and AAA probably need to be just disbanded, because it looks like CMLL is prime, I guess you could say, prime real estate, right? This is who they are riding with right now, as far as talent. What you think?
Me personally, no. They just CMLL need to just realize that it's business, and just work together and let them work. Because the problem is, if there's a AAA and a CMLL wrestler, who's gonna lose? Who's gonna take that? You know what I mean? So can they now put everything aside? Be like, okay, this guy takes it this time, then we get it back over here. But they still seems like they running like back in the day mentality. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like this dude's gonna. You know what I mean? Like,
you want me to lose? You want me to take a L? You want my company to take a L?
Yeah, like what that mean?
Not around my niggas, he can't.
Yeah, pretty much. I said, like, no, like, you can't do that. It is what it is.
Yo.
And it shouldn't be. It's been like that for a minute. And is CMLL be on some, and be able to work? Because, Conan on his podcast, he mentioned it, and that they willing to, they'll work with them, but it's just that mentality. You know what I mean? So they stay over here and they over there. They just got a deal with Univision. You're going to be seeing AAA filtrate into the American TV, So wrestling is popping. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up.
They don't cook.
Yo, all I know is, like, at this moment, they need to get it together, because you're only shortchanging yourself at the end of the day. But I totally understand. Like, hey, we've been around longer, and I ain't about to lay down for nobody. But maybe, just maybe, they need Kendrick Lamar to bring them together.
Or let's say if that happens, boom, you lose. But then you have something in Mexico. We're gonna have 2 wrestlers. You know what I mean?
To put that clip up again?
You already know it. I was about to put it up again. They look. CMLL and AAA need Kendrick to come and bring them all together the same way he brought all the Crips and Bloods together in all the different sets at the pop out.
Throw the clip up, bro. Just throw the clip up, man. Just throw the clip up.
That's the only person I can see doing it for him. Fuck him up. That's the only person I can see doing it for. But let's see. All right, we talked about that. Now, did we?
So you only could play 5 times.
So yeah,
that's.
I mean, all right. That's the deal. Okay, but technically, he performed it 6 times.
Oh, okay. Make it 6 then.
Okay, make it 6. Okay, so that was number 3. All right. So, did we even talk about how dope the Wyatt 6 look? How creepy this look, bro? Like, look at this. Just look how creepy.
Oh man, I've been waiting to talk about this with somebody, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm just waiting.
Woo! Listen, man.
Where do I start?
I show my wife this, right? She really not into wrestling like that. Like, she'll watch it with me while looking at her phone. You know what I'm saying?
My wife do the same thing.
So I showed it to her or whatever. But my guy, was this what you envisioned when the Y6 came? Because everyone's saying, "Oh, this is gonna be good." Some people are saying that, "Oh, I hope that is good. I hope it doesn't fizzle out after a week." So, what's your opinion? I'm gonna start off with Cheech, and then I'm gonna go to you, Cash.
I mean, I wasn't expecting anything. I was just kind of, waiting to see. It seems like all the reports were true of who was playing who or who could be involved. And it was great because you have, certain people, because you're going to question why this person didn't get attacked and this person did, and this and that. But like Jey Uso, he left to the fans. You know what I mean? I forgot who else did the same. So they didn't go back through the gorilla position, which that's where everything took place, right? So the way they played it, it's like it's a movie. It's like a fucking haunted house. You know what I mean? When you go by and see who's in, they mentioned Gunther was there. He got. You know what I mean? That they saw Gunther and all this shit. But who knows? But it's just the visuals.
I'ma kill myself. Why you put
All right, my bad, bro.
Oh boy.
All right, go ahead. That's number 4 if you count them. But yeah, but he got. Chad got. They're saying Triple H got. It's a lot of people that got backstage, man. And
there's one person you forgot that got.
Who that?
Braun Strowman, and he was in the Wyatt family. He got too.
Wow.
Yeah, he got, and it's nice that this beat is coming on because I'm about to go to work on this situation. So,
turn it up.
Listen. So when we talk about characters who are meant to play certain people, Alexa Bliss initially was what people thought was going to play Sister Abigail. There's nobody on this earth that you can name right now in professional wrestling that could have knocked down that role better than Nikki Cross. The absolute aura of the Wyatt Six is incredibly tangible to the point where you feel like you're a part of it because you watched the journey from the beginning. Dexter Lumis being the forgotten about son, Joe Gacy being forgotten about. These are all a band of misfits that were forgotten about, and they're banding up behind one of the ultimate people who was forgotten about in Bo Dallas, playing Uncle Howdy. And I'm saying this wholeheartedly, and you can clip this. The Wyatt Six should not go after any championship as long as they are a group. They don't need the titles. They are a group that does their own thing. They do not need any championship. They should be causing havoc wherever they see fit and on who they see fit. But it's going to be their own revenge tour. They're going to go after people who wronged them. They're going to be the anti-heroes of the WWE. Like, you don't know when they're good, when they're bad. Joe Gacy, like, they looked at him as a knockoff Bray Wyatt. They had already written him off in NXT. Even when Schism failed, they had already written him off, and now he's getting the career revamp that he deserved. Dexter Lumis is getting the same thing. Eric Rowan being back and taking on that role of not only continuing Bray Wyatt's legacy, but Brody Lee's legacy. And it was fitting that Braun Strowman was one of the people that was attacked, because since he was the black sheep of the Wyatt family, he literally got treated like a black sheep and was casted out. He had also went against Bray when Bray was the champion during the pandemic era. He had already denounced the Wyatt family during 2020. This man does not need to be involved in the Wyatt Six, because the sixth member is literally Bray Wyatt, the spirit.
The ladder.
Talk to him.
He is the sixth member. He is the deity. He is the final boss. He is the spirit. He is the vessel that controls everything. He is the voice in Uncle Howdy's ear. He controls the vessel of what makes it the foundation that takes over WWE, the foundation that makes everything in the Wyatt Six exactly what it needs to be. It is a vessel of the unknown. It is something that nobody in reality can comprehend, but they understand. You understand why they're there. You understand their motives, but you don't know what they're going to do. keep them as an attraction. Don't always showcase them.
Yeah,
Only showcase them. Yeah, don't even announce them. Showcase them when they need to make a purpose or a statement. They don't need to go after any championship. They don't need to do anything but be who they are. And I don't know who the creative process behind this is, but how that was shot was some of the greatest camera work I have ever seen in a segment in a long time. And we've seen some great shots. We have seen some great shots. But I'm telling you, this Wyatt 6 faction, whatever they decide to do, I'm all for it.
That's right. He ain't lying. That's right.
What you so we got both of y'all on that. Like I said, Y6 was quite possibly one of the best debuts I saw in a long time. And it's funny because, not funny, Bray Wyatt's last match was in Texas. Or do the Y6 debut in Texas? You know what I'm saying? And also, I do like the fact that it was very short. Not the debut itself. It was short and sweet. They came through. They murked everybody inside the back.
Fuck him up. I'ma do myself. Why you put?
That's so.
Yo, save the last one for the Samoan werewolf when we get there, man.
Yeah, but you know, we murked up everybody, came through, and the only thing he said was, "We're here." End of the show. I agree with you, Dallas, and I agree with Cheech. This needs to be something that is not announced every week. Just let it happen organically. If we talking about who writing this, give me some horror movie writers to do it. I don't need nobody in the back that's directly affiliated with WWE to be writing this. Give me horror movie writers. Give me someone who writes TV. Don't give me someone that is doing who books wrestling, right? If you're gonna book them in a match, give me a collaboration with the horror movie writer and a booker, but make it make sense. I'm agree with you, Cheech. Don't announce when they show up. Just let them show up. I mean, because at the end of the day, you don't see people announcing when Jason, Freddie, and everybody else show up, right? They just show up, they murk people, and then they gone. Nobody know they coming unless you fall asleep or you hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know when they gonna show up. Okay, so keep it that way. Keep it that way. I don't want any type of. As a matter of fact, from now on, keep doing the QR codes. Okay, keep doing the QR codes to give people a clue when the next time they're gonna show up. But don't announce it on television. Don't be like, oh, we're gonna hear from the Y6. I don't want to hear none of that. Let's let them show up. Let them show up and let them start speaking from the hip, and leave it at that. But we can't go any further. We got to talk about what happened this past Friday, bro. Friday?
And they did it perfect. Okay, the rumor was out there. It was out there. But you expected, when is he coming? And just when you least expected, a man came through. What a fucking debut by one and only Samoan werewolf.
Jacob Fatu. Listen.
Look at him.
This right here. This is a dangerous set. Look at that. You got the Gorillas of Destiny, God over there. You got Solo Sikoa, and you got the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Do you know how dangerous this is just on its own?
Yeah. You see who his dad is, right?
Yeah, the Tugger kid. Come on, man.
Then you got cool. You know what I mean? Like you got them people, and the thing is, you know, it was crazy. Like when they will say back in the day, they'll show a vignette and Vince afterwards will be like, "Oh, and such and such coming to the WWF." You know what I mean? It's like, when is he coming? You know what I mean? Like, why did he announce it when he's not here? So,
I like that anticipation of surprise. Don't tell me nothing. Just let it happen.
Like, why is it taking him so long? Because he's coming, but he won't show up till like months after.
Right.
But remember, WWF was shot different back in the day. But this day and age, it's like, what I'm trying to say is there's more. You think this was the end?
Nah.
Man, there's plenty more of them coming. It's going to be crazy, but staying with Jacob, you know, unfortunate for, you know, things in the past or whatever, because he should have been there like 5 years ago. But let's talk about now. This dude, I don't know. He kind of making Sikoa a little like, yo, this dude was flying. Look at the shape that he came in. That dude came in for that back, and bro, it's like I'm not even thinking about Sikoa or whatever. I'm thinking about Jacob Fatu against Cody.
Yo.
Like that.
So I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. When Jacob Fatu showed up, there was a homicide. There was a homicide in Chicago, Illinois. There was a second homicide. First was Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. The second homicide was Jacob Fatu clearing out 3 of the top stars. And man, he put Randy Orton on the back of a t-shirt.
And you see how dope it was, the way they shot it? That you wouldn't see what happened.
But you heard it coming. You heard it coming.
It's genius, because you don't have to show it, but it leaves you to imagination. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got more film. You know what I mean?
That was dope.
So I gotta put this part out because I gotta say this live. He put Kevin Owens in a casket. He put Randy Orton on a t-shirt. He turned Cody Rhodes into an Instagram bio. And he did more in 5 minutes than the entire bloodline has done post WrestleMania 40. And that's saying a lot. He made a statement in less than 5 minutes. And he already made Solo, Tongaloa, Tama Tonga look like the little bros. Like if anybody looked like the tribal chief at that point, it was Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
He came in there, and this is selfish of me to say, he came in there. Put that Kendrick clip up. Put that Kendrick clip up.
Fuck him up. I'ma do myself. Why you
Nah.
These kids.
Bow, bow, bow. Putting people in barricades, tables, steel. He used everything as a weapon. And the best thing about it is that the matches that we're gonna get, as now he's in WWE, Jacob Fatu versus Gunther, Jacob Fatu versus Ilya Dragunov, Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes, hell, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman. We're gonna get so many Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, the Braun Breaker. The possibilities are endless now. And what I'm thinking, is that this is going to end up culminating at War Games, Survivor Series, New Bloodline versus the old Bloodline. And people keep saying, well, who's going to be the 4th member if it's Roman and the Usos? People keep saying Sami Zayn, but let me just put this out there. I'm thinking it could be The Rock. And let me tell you what it's going to lead to. It's what I think. It's going to be The Rock, but Rock is going to turn on Roman, rock bottom him, give the win to the New Bloodline, and align with the New Bloodline, saying he was the High Chief and he orchestrated all these people coming in the whole time because Roman failed to claim his title at WrestleMania. And that since he looked at Roman as a failure, because look, all these people came after Roman dropped the title.
That's true.
And Rock went away.
And
all
he won. And The Rock got the pin.
Yeah, he was like, I beat Cody at WrestleMania. You didn't. So since
no share.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your share?
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
he finished his story. And since Rock literally has the title of High Chief that was granted to him in 2004, the New Bloodline would answer to him. And that sets up Roman versus Rock for WrestleMania 41, night 1 or night 2.
Now that makes perfect sense because when you look at it from all aspects of it, how that makes sense. Everything fell into place after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Him not being there, everyone coming along, Solo saying that Roman is not returning. All this makes sense. Solo said Roman ain't ever coming back.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I know who could make that type of call got to be somebody over Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, my bad. I don't think the crowd heard that when Sikoa said that. Because if you go back, they didn't react to us at home. We saw it and heard it. But the people in Chicago, I don't think they heard it when it happened because there was no reaction.
No.
They would have been, remember, they would have been shouting Roman, Roman, or something along the line.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time since 2018 in the fall that people were actually chanting that they want Roman, because they were never chanting for Roman. No, we want Roman. He was always a bad guy. He was always a heel. Now the bloodline, they're going to be faces, and a face tribal chief Roman Reigns is something we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's
he ain't gonna be saying suffer and succotash, I'll tell you that much. But whatever decides to happen, I feel like they're gonna make amends with Sami Zayn somewhere down the line, and he may be scheduled to there's so many layers to this bloodline story that everybody is getting a piece out of it if they're involved. Even CM Punk, with him having the wise man Paul Heyman, like he could kind of usher Paul Heyman out of danger while the bloodline has their own little civil war. Cheech, like you hit the nail on the head. They didn't really react to Solo saying that Roman wasn't coming back. But that line from Solo should have been delivered with more punctuality.
Yeah,
should have had a better delivery to it because.
But that's the thing. It's the way he delivered his delivery, because he's so soft-spoken.
Yeah, he's soft-spoken. He was like, Roman ain't never coming back. I kind of felt like somebody should have,
he put his hand in his face.
Yeah,
he should have grabbed him. He should have yoked him up like Roman ain't coming back. Like
Roman ain't coming back, something like that. Like
they're going to show that as a video package. Like, people got to be invested, and not saying that they're not, but if you want people to be invested, you got to deliver a key line like that with a little bit more conviction, because it doesn't sound serious when it's coming from him. But like 619 said, like, it's got to be The Rock that's holding Roman back, and it's going to happen. Like, we are in for a treat in SummerSlam, and the best thing is all three of us are going to be there.
Yo, I can't wait, man. But I mean, damn, I think we done touched on everything. Pause. We touched on everything as far as.
No, bro, we need.
What we missing?
Come on.
What we missing?
With SmackDown that happened, but
yeah, talk about it.
Let's not say that they didn't put some fucking bangers. Even though they I like what they doing, because with the triple threats.
Yes.
You exposing more wrestlers. Let's not go over the fact that fucking Carmelo fucking qualified. Bro,
Carmelo has a pinfall win over Randy Orton.
Dude, on TV. And then that Andrade match. Bro, that Andrade match was
smooth.
You seen the ending?
Yes.
You thought Waller had it. He walked, bro. And that shit's on regular TV. And I was like, that's good, because they see what they got. They giving them the kitchen, go cook. And that's what we see it. And that it's getting exciting, that qualifying for Money in the Bank, even though I'm a fan of Money in the Bank being like the way it used to be at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? But it changed. But man, SmackDown, they're on traction, and now NXT, because now NXT every Tuesday you kind of see who else gonna pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they moving on the right direction. You know what I mean? And the first day of summer was Thursday, so it's gonna be a hot summer.
It is.
Well, they say it's gonna be a hot summer. Look, it's been hot this whole week. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in the central air, bro. I don't go out.
Must be nice, motherfucker.
Yeah. I got a hoodie on, like.
Yo, what I say was hot as balls out there. Yo, I'm talking about 100 degrees. Took my son to go pick up the pizza. He's talking about, it's hot, Daddy. No, it's cool. We got to go to the playground. I said, I know. We wasn't gonna go in the first place. 100 degrees outside, man.
In the pool. I'm jumping in the pool, like
something. You know, I kind of feel like how they was on Do the Right Thing when they opened up the fire hydrants and everything. And with the that's the way it felt outside this whole week. But
there was one other thing we didn't talk about.
What we talk about?
What's next for Damian Priest?
Seth Rollins.
Because I know that's one of the matches that was announced for Money in the Bank, but like we didn't touch on it. Like what do you think is going to happen with that? Because
you really want to know? You really want to know?
Yeah, I do. Oh, here we go. Here comes
Poppy. I respect you, El Champion, but Seth gonna cook him.
You think Seth's gonna win?
Seth gonna cook him. Think about it. They did the same thing. They did the same thing with Rhea Ripley when Rhea Ripley went out injured with that belt. She was the champion. Who they bring back to give the belt a little bit more height? Becky Lynch. Okay, not saying that Damian Priest doesn't put enough oomph behind the title, but I'm saying you notice a difference from a Seth Rollins.
But I don't think it's even that. I think it's just the timing with the booking, because there's so much thing going on that it's actually makes it sense. And let's keep it a buck. We gotta blame Roman, because Roman, he fucking talks shit about the belt. You know what I mean? And even though the way we saw it, it was like a participation belt. You know what I mean? Because Roman was the one having the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Roman was the dude. So they shouldn't have made another belt. You know? But they went that route. And, not like Ric Flair's versus Sting to unify the belts. You know what I mean? Remember when he took the belt to WWE, went back, whatever. Yeah. They should have, you know what I mean? If they were gonna do that, you know what I mean, bring the World Heavyweight Championship, you know. But to me, it's just the timing for Priest, because he got the range, the look, you know what I mean. Not to mention he's Puerto Rican, biased. No, but the fact that right now, to me, it will be too obvious that Seth Rollins is gonna beat him. My question to you guys is now, who are they going to go after the winner of that Money in the Bank? Because out of the people that are there, who do you see actually going against Cody? You know what I mean? And that's what we expect. Like he said, like the boy OJ will say, of the obvious shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, like who's going to go after Cody? Man, I mean, the only answer I could possibly think of would be Jey Uso, just because he has history with Cody.
I know, but to me, my bad to cut you up, but to me, that right there, bro, they caught that dude out of the leg, even though he's the face, right, the promoter or the poster, but you see what's happening. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna come back like the Power Rangers. You know what I mean? Like Voltron, combine like Voltron. So I think whatever expectations they had, I think it was depending on maybe Roman availability, but I don't think Jay is going. I think they're gonna cut his legs off there.
I think if Jay wins the Money in the Bank match, I think he's going to go after the winner of Damian Priest and Seth Rollins. And I don't have Seth Rollins winning, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Seth Rollins wins, then that completely diminishes the validity of that championship, because you're playing hot potato with the championship at this point. Because Drew, Seth, and Damian Priest have all held it, and now it's being like swapped between the two. If you're going to establish Damian Priest, if you're going to establish that championship, Damian Priest has to walk out with that championship, and he has to pin Seth Rollins clean without any interference from the Judgment Day. If you're trying to make new stars, and this dude's like 40 plus, if you're trying to make a new star, a legitimate main event star, he has to win that championship, and he has to walk out Money in the Bank untouched, unless like Jay wins and cashes it in, which I don't see happening. But stranger things have happened. So I think personally Damian Priest is going to win. As far as challenging Cody right now, I don't know. That's kind of up in the air right now. It could be a multitude of people. It could be Gunther, because he kind of had Cody's number at the Royal Rumble last year until he got eliminated. It could be a number of people. Rock could challenge using his power to culminate a match, and that could happen.
Randy Orton
probably would be the best option because the story writes itself. They were in Legacy. He already had something going on with Dusty Rhodes. AJ Styles.
You might see that at SummerSlam.
Might see it as I'd love to see it at SummerSlam. I think it should be the main event at SummerSlam, but we will see.
I would love to see it. I mean, but you know, that's the $1 million question. If we had the answer, we'll all be millionaires. It's like for Damian Priest, you right on that. Both of y'all right. You can't just cook him at SummerSlam, which I thought that would be the case. But I'll take that back. You can't cook him at Money in the Bank. Now, cooking him at SummerSlam, I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? And correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Gunther have a title shot at the World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, he does. And I think that'll happen at SummerSlam.
And directly right after that, where are they going to? Berlin, Germany? You see what I'm doing right now?
I see what you're doing. Keep cooking.
You see what I'm doing? So if Gunther wins at SummerSlam versus Damian Priest and then walks into Germany for the PLE as World Heavyweight Champion, that crowd gonna go crazy. That crowd gonna go. I mean, the crowd gonna go crazy regardless if he's champion or not. But they gonna go.
You have a firm grasp on the obvious, buddy. You really do.
Yo, rest in peace, OJ Simpson. But I don't know. But it's definitely something that we have to really look forward to, because at the end of the day, Damian Priest, unfortunately, like you said, Cheech, him winning that title at WrestleMania, it was a good call, but it's also a bad call, because you got everything that happens post WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? And you got to worry about you know, the things that are going to happen post WrestleMania. Who we trying to build up next? Who's going to be the next star? Who's going to be this? Who's going to be challenging for the title come WrestleMania? And it's just unfortunate. For me, and I even said it after he cashed it in, they could have waited for him to cash it in at Money in the Bank this year. They could have waited for that, because at least that gives you time, you know what I'm saying, to continue to build on.
But that would have been crazy. Like, he would have cashed it in.
You have a year. You have a year
You have a year, but doing the show, right? So
yeah,
he cashes in, and then the other person wins it.
That's cool with me. Think about it. You cash it in doing the championship match. You cash in doing the championship match, and then what happens after the championship match? Usually, this the way they do it. Usually,
what a double cash in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Do a double cash in, or depending on how they book the card, he could have cashed in at the beginning of the card, and then boom, you have the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men, and then you have that man cash in later. I don't know, but I'm just saying this is one of those things where Damian Priest it's not that he a bad wrestler, it's not that he bad on the mic, none of that. It's just, unfortunately, during the time that he won the title, it's kind of, you get what I'm saying, because you got to really push dude.
Hey, I'm all for pissing people off. I'm all for bad guys pissing people off. You know, Damian Priest deserved his WrestleMania moment, but if it was up to me, I'd have had Drew win the title at Clash at the Castle, and then had Damian Priest cashier right in front of his hometown crowd. That would have solidified him as one of the most hated men in WWE. Because right now he's not hated; he's very much loved.
Yeah,
very much loved. So
he's more loved than hate. I mean, then when you look at the booking for Clash at the Castle, he was the face. He was the face, and Drew was the heel. Well, I'm sorry. In America, he was the face.
You're like Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Once he went overseas, he was the heel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I really hope they get it together for Damian Priest. But, you know, other than that,
Tough break, nigga.
yo, shout out to the tribal chief. What's going on, Devin?
Yeah.
Man. But I don't know, man. I think we touched on everything. What you think?
I think so.
So much. I mean, we gotta show love to TNA, man. They cooking over there too, man.
DNA.
Shout out to TNA, bro. yo, shout out to AJ Francis.
DNA. DNA.
AJ Francis choke slamming Steph Delore through the table doing the dinner date between PCO. Yo, one of the best choke slams in the game. I kid you not.
That choke slam had some extra fuck you behind it.
Yeah, that was up there. I ain't gonna lie, it got height. Like, you know, picking a woman up and taking her up top.
Yeah, that's some nuts.
Yeah, that does, bro.
I like that nigga. I like him. That nigga. Look, that's real pimping. Now that's pimping. You know.
But I don't know. Against all odds was a fire show.
It
definitely was.
Ooh.
It definitely was. We got parties back on set. Man.
Yeah.
They cooking, man. They just need to get out that channel, man.
Yeah, they gotta get off Access. They get off Access and go somewhere that someone has traction. Now we cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Go to Vice.
Go to Vice or somewhere. I don't know. But I don't know. I think what you think? You think it's about that time, man?
Yeah, I think we need to take it home.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. I think it's that time.
Hey, look! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
Yo, sign is real simple, B. It's real simple. It's about that time.
Sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yo, want to thank y'all for tuning in, listening, and listen. Yo, first of all, I want to say thanks to Mr. Dallas Cash stopping by the congregation and coming by the church to share his word with everybody here. I would also like to thank y'all for listening and tuning in, and I want to leave y'all with a part of message. Listen, too much negativity can have you unbalanced spiritually, emotionally, physically. Listen, spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to lift someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message, ladies and gentlemen. It can be as easy as doing a good gesture, possibly opening the door for a young lady as she walks through, or you can go to whatmaneuver.net for the time being and get you some positive vibes only apparel. Okay, you don't have to get the shirt for you. You ain't got to get it for me. You can get it for somebody who may be going through something. Maybe the message on that apparel can be a constant reminder that life is not as bad as it seems. Okay, maybe for the first time in a long time, you was able to actually get your money on time. Maybe for the first time in a long time, your internet didn't go out. Or maybe for the first time in a long time, Your job actually restock the toilet paper and you ain't have to text them to tell you to bring you a roll. How about that? Or maybe for the first time in a long time, you are able to go through a drive-through and they got your order right. Whatever it may be, spread more positive vibes. Spread more positive vibes. But with that being said, I always tell y'all something. At the end of the show, I say it's not tricking if you got it, but if you got it, then it's not tricking.
Amen.
And on that note, I'd say amen, amen, and amen. We are dismissed, church. I will see y'all. We shall see y'all on the back end. And until then, I would just like to let y'all know that amen, we love y'all. Amen, we love y'all. And I guess you could say that we out, right? If you say his name, he will appear. Jesus, no, Joe Hendry. We out.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yo, we are out trying to end the show. The damn mouse done froze up. You want to end the show for me, El Capitan? End stream.